There are so many conspiracy theories around the X Factor. Is it fixed? Do the judges secretly hate each other? Are the contestants dating one another? So we jumped to the chance when we were invited to London's H2 studios for last Saturday's November 18th live show. We couldn't wait to get stuck in and unearth some juicy behind-the-scenes gossip. As you can imagine, we kept a close eye on everything going on around us. The result? Well, we weren't disappointed. Point 1. Just because you have a ticket doesn't mean you're getting in. The X Factor live shows are ridiculously popular. If we described the size of the queue we saw waiting outside the studios, you'd probably think we were exaggerating. As we walked past the long line of people, there were a lot of disappointed faces. Why? Well, it turns out that just because you have a ticket, doesn't mean you're getting in. On the Applause Store website, it clearly states that all entrance is served on a first-come first-served basis. Unfortunately, we're guessing a few people that turned up late on Saturday didn't read that part. So if you want to guarantee your place in the audience, our advice is to make sure you arrive early. Point 2. There are surprise celebs in the audience for some reason. This wasn't shown on TV, but sat in the VIP area during Saturday's show, hidden behind the judges, was a very familiar face: Love Island's Montana Brown. The reality star was dressed to the nines and appeared to be with her manager. Now, rumor has it she and Matt Terry are secretly dating, but while we can't confirm or deny anything, does anyone else think it's a bit of a coincidence that the one night Montana attended the live shows was when her rumored boyfriend was performing? 3. Simon gave a secret standing ovation. There was one standing ovation you didn't see on Saturday night. During one of the VTs, you might have noticed, Simon's son Eric made a very cute cameo as he stepped in for voiceover man Peter Dixon. The 3-year-old opened the show with the famous X Factor line, "It's time to face the music." Usually, Simon is hesitant to give a standing ovation to anyone. But when his son was on screen, TV's former Mr. Nasty was up out of his chair with a huge smile on his face as he had his little boy in action. What a softie. 4. The hidden VIP bar. When you arrive at the X Factor studios, you're given one of two wristbands. One is VIP, the other is standard. If you're lucky enough to have bagged yourself the former, you'll have exclusive access to a secret, hidden bar that the rest of the audience is kept in the dark about. At the VIP bar, you'll find a red carpet, lots of alcohol and the contestants casually having a laugh with their families and friends once the show finishes. If it's not too busy, you might even catch Dermot O'Leary, one of the judges. Point 5. Kevin's unexpected diva moment. May be the sweetest guy in the competition, but Mr. Davey White loves a bit of attention. After the show finished on Saturday, he strutted out to the front of the stage while all the other contestants chatted among themselves. He then started walking across the platform as though he were performing, and began waving to the audience. It was a tad odd, but, to be fair, we found it pretty hilarious, particularly as Kevin didn't even perform on Saturday. Was he even supposed to be on stage? 6. Simon's got a new bad habit. Firstly, we have to say we're impressed with Simon for managing to cut down from 80 cigarettes a day to just 2. Well done, Mr. Cowley. He's now turned to a much healthier alternative to beat his addiction: vaping. We know this because he was running very late on Saturday, way behind all of the other judges. When he finally turned up, we spotted him squeezing in as many puffs on his e-cigarette as he could before the cameras panned in on him. In fact, as he walked through the audience, he was still exhaling several puffs of smoke, which probably would have looked quite odd to anyone who hadn't seen him using an e-cig seconds earlier. But Simon made up for being late. As he hurried up to the judging panel, he shook hands with as many fans as possible, putting a huge smile on a lot of people's faces. Point 7. The live show mobile phone ban is not to be messed with. Security is super strict at the X Factor live shows. Before you're even allowed into the studios, you have to walk through a metal detector and then have your bag searched. Once you're inside the venue, you'll find a scary-looking member of security carry monitoring every section of the audience. One rule X Factor takes very seriously is the mobile phone ban. Your phone must be turned off and tucked away in your bag. If a member of security catches you using it, you'll be chucked out. Eliminated X Factor finalist Talia Dean was caught holding her phone on Saturday, and let's just say security were not impressed. Point 8. X Factor's real unsung hero. You won't have ever seen this guy on the X Factor before as he does his thing before the cameras start rolling, but let us assure you that the show wouldn't work without him. It's the warm-up guy that keeps everyone entertained in the long build-up to the live show, as well as during every ad break. He had us in stitches with his inappropriate jokes in between handing out X Factor merchandise and winding up the judges. She's called Gavin in Skip. ITV, you need to give this guy some airtime. The X Factor is on ITV, Saturdays and Sundays. Want up-to-the-minute entertainment news and features? Just hit like on our Digital Spy Facebook page and follow on our @Digital Spy Twitter account and you're all set.